Okay, so let's get right into it. We're gonna try and figure out what actually makes a modern movie masterpiece. I mean, we all hear that term thrown around, but what does it really take to make a film that pretty much everyone agrees is, well, perfect?
It all starts with a number like this, 99 out of 100 on Metacritic. Now, that isn't just a great score. That's almost impossible. It's a level of critical agreement that basically never happens. This is the kind of score that tells you critics weren't just impressed, they were floored. They were running out of good things to say.
And the praise just keeps rolling in. Empire magazine calls Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another a stone-cold instant classic. You see other reviews throwing around words like urgent, vital, a new masterwork. The acclaim is so universal you almost start to wonder if it's too good to be true. So, that brings us to the big question, right? How does a movie get this kind of legendary reception? Is there some kind of secret recipe? You know, a specific formula that just guarantees a film will be hailed as a masterpiece for our generation? Let's try and break it down. Okay, so ingredient number one seems to be something that makes you physically lean forward in your chair and go, whoa, how did they even do that? We're talking about a jaw-dropping technical achievement. And this isn't just about pretty shots. No, this is about a visual hook that is so unique and so bold that it doesn't just support the movie, it becomes the movie's whole identity. It's the one thing you can't stop telling your friends about.
And here are two perfect examples. On the one hand, you've got Sam Mendes' 1917, famous for that one-shot illusion, created with these incredibly long, complex takes that just plunge you right into the chaos of World War I. Then, on the other hand, we have our fictional masterpiece, One Battle, which is supposedly this wild ride of hyperkinetic practical action. Think Mad Max Fury Road, but with a hero who moves like Buster Keaton. Both are just pure cinematic spectacle.
But look, flashy visuals can only get you so far, right? All that technical magic has to be in service of a really powerful story. Something that feels like it comes from the heart of the filmmaker, but also speaks directly to us, right here, right now.
With 1917, that vision came from a super personal place for the director, Sam Mendes. The whole idea for the movie was sparked by stories his own grandfather, Alfred, told him about his terrifying job as a messenger on the Western Front. So it's history, yeah, but seen through this really intimate family story. Now, One Battle, on the other hand, is apparently all about the now. The reviews point to its unmistakable political charge, saying it's a story with inspiring relevance for our overwhelmingly dark times. So it's not looking back at history, it's holding up a mirror to today.
All right, so you've got the mind-blowing technique, you've got the powerful vision. What else do you need? You need the buzz. To become a real cultural moment, a film has to get people talking a lot. And this is where it gets kind of weird and very modern. The hype for One Battle was actually started by, well, confusion. If you look at the Reddit threads, the trailers were all over the map. Some were funny, some were super serious. It made the movie seem impossible to market. But weirdly enough, that just made people more curious. And once it started screening, the buzz was apparently insane.
And here's what that hype can translate to in the real world. Just look at 1917. All that critical praise and awards buzz turned into a massive box office hit. It made more than 4 times what it cost to produce. That's the absolute dream, an artsy film that also makes a ton of money. But this is where our perfect imaginary film starts to pull away from reality. See, as successful as 1917 was, its Metascore wasn't a 99, it was a 78. Now, a 78 is really, really good. It means generally favorable reviews. But it's a whole different universe from the flawless, universal adoration our other movies supposedly got. So let's put all the pieces together. We have the technical wizardry, a powerful vision, and a massive hype engine that gets everyone talking. It really seems like we've cracked the code for the perfect movie, right? Well, there's just one tiny little detail. Yeah, here's the twist. One Battle After Another, that film with the 99 Metascore, the instant classic that everyone loved, it doesn't actually exist. The whole thing, the reviews, the hype, that perfect score, it was all part of a big thought experiment on a Reddit movie forum. It's a fantasy. It's like a composite sketch of everything we think a modern masterpiece is supposed to be. It's the perfect film we all carry around in our heads. And this chart just lays it all out so clearly. On one side, you have a real, fantastic film like 1917, and it checks all the boxes. But then you look at the ideal,
the fictional film, and you see how it takes every single one of those ingredients and just cranks them up to an impossible 11, ending with that perfect, untouchable score.
And this quote, this gets to the most important difference between what's real and what's ideal. Real masterpieces get pushback. They get criticized. Some critics thought 1917's whole one-shot thing was just a gimmick, an artifice that actually got in the way of the story. Real art starts an argument. But our fictional perfect film, by its very definition, there's nothing to argue about.
So, that kind of leaves us with one last thought to chew on. Is there actually more value in the messy, complicated, debatable reality of a great film like 1917, one that some people absolutely love and others pick apart, than in some imaginary ideal that we all just silently agree on? Maybe a true masterpiece isn't defined by its perfection, but by the passionate conversations, and yeah, even the arguments, that it starts.